He's our factory manager. His name is Ma Bao.
我们这个公司呢，应该是在08年经过市场考察，由于这个市场需求，在菲律宾投产。09年。
Actually, our head office started to study the marketing since 2008. Actually, except Philippines, we also do study in Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, those countries. But finalized, we decided to locate it in Philippines. That is because the marketing demand. Yeah, we do some extension here in Philippines. 2009, we start to sign a contract with CDC Development Corporation. Then I think November we started construction. 2010 June we start to produce. Actually, our first project is only for 3 lines and total 52,000 square meters, include the office building and the manufacturing, and have 3 lines inside from the ½ inch until 8 inches. This is our first project. And then second extension is from 2011. We start to do extension. We signed another contract with CDC, and for another 4.8, that is 48,000 square meters extension. Is for the big size until size 16, and also includes some processing. For example, the threading, coupling, heat treatment. Those are also included.
我们的产品主要是这个API、GT。
Actually, our product follow US standard, that is API 5L, 5CT. Mostly those products used for the oil well and natural gas transport, and also have some for construction use. Yeah, pipes. Actually, specification for our pipe is full name is ERW pipe. Electric resistant welded pipe.
原料主要采购还是
Actually, our main material is come from mainland China, but we also have some special material result from Korean, from Vietnam, from Taiwan.
对，主要是美国。
Actually, our main market is Canada and the US and North America. But from the end of last year, we also have Thailand market. It's our new development. For our planning, we also want to develop the Australia market. So we are still continuing to study and consider if we can do some extension here. Yeah. Because now we have around 400 employees, because regular employee now already start to work is 380 employees. Then another still on hiring. So it's around 400.
菲律宾不好，他们非常尊重人，干活吧基本就不像咱们中国人。
Actually, our manager said this Philippine employee really perfect. Filipino is really employee and it's really good. Good for job. If you issue the order, they will really 100% to follow. It's not like some of the countries, their employee they have their own mind. Even give some order, they will consider maybe that is another way is better. They will change by themselves. But for Filipino, first, 100% respect for the leader, for the supervisor, and 100% follow the instruction. Really good.
这个呢是这样，我们对于员工这块管理呢，从员工入场到员工上岗这块都有专门的部门去负责。
ISO and API standard management system. So we will base on API and ISO requirement to training our employee, because those standard requirement have their own training plan for the employee who is the one to work in this field. So when the employee start to hiring, be hired, we have HR department have some person in charge to training the employee first regarding the safety. Then after that, we will training the knowledge. We will also send our QC manager and some production supervisor to introduce our operation flow and quality requirement, and let them to know this knowledge. Then after that, they will go inside to follow the line leader or any supervisor who is the one in charge in that position. They will just follow them for the 3 months around actual trading on site, online site.
这个就是简单介绍这个管儿是怎么形成的。
对，
我们这看管呢属于这个 ERW 看管，是高频感应派。首先呢是这个有采购相对应的原料，根据所要求的标准来剪裁这个所。
Actually, for our management system, ISO management system and API standard, under this system, they also have some requirement for the material purchasing. So we will base on the standard requirement to purchase the material from the request mill. Because who is the one to offer them supply the material to us? They also should have a API standard, so they can offer the material to us. So we will purchase from them. Before they enter, we will do the material testing. Then if that is really follow our standard, then put the material to slitting storage area. Then the slitting workshop will based on job order to slit the material as the size material, then distribute to each line. Then after it goes to line, then the pre-inspector will be the one to check the material if really can be used for the size, the thickness, and how is the specification. Then confirm everything and will install the material go to the machine. Then after that, material will rolling. I think you can check that from our company profile. Also, is the roller to forming, then welding, then they will have a coating, then cutting. Then after that, we have initial QC to check the pipe if really good. Then we'll go to the beveling and leveling area to bevel and level the ends. Then after that, we'll go to the hydraulic testing and check the pipe if really can carry the pressure. Regarding this one, different standard have a different requirement for the pressure. For the oil and the natural gas, of course, they need carry the high pressure. Generally, we can do until 6,300 psi for the pressure. After that, we'll go to the UT, ultrasonic testing. Then after UT finish, we have a QC again to check if have any problem for the pipe, finalize the product. But the sum of the product also should do some drift diameter. This means if inside the bead already be removed clearly, if they really case the pipe can be passed, they will do additional testing. So generally, this is the production flow. Actually, for us, QC is mostly important for our production because we always follow quality is number one important for the product. It's the soul of the product. Quality control.
这一块儿呢，在上大的生产项目是暂时没有，但是会有一些钢管、辅助设备、辅料啊这块深加工，会在这块完成，像机架的。
Actually, because of marketing status, to do additional extension in Philippines, maybe we'll not do the production line extension, but we will do some technology upgrade for our product and install some new equipment here to do the upgrade for our product. This one we will do.
Yung mga beses na ginagawa namin ay nagpo-provide po kami ng PPEs for employees like earplugs for them para malesen po yung noise na narinig sa production kasi po hindi na natin makokontrol yon. So yung earplug ma'am is measure para not actually to totally remove the noise ma'am, pero to lessen ma'am, para pumasok dun sa requirements na hindi sila mabibigay, masisiraan ng pandinig.
So may required decibel
Decibels, ma'am.
something?
Actually ma'am, sa OSHA standards ma'am is 80 yung total, ma'am, pwede pa siguro po 80. But for more than 80 na po ma'am is pwede na pong dangerous na po sa health ng tao. Then, we make sure na yung environment namin ma'am is malinis po. Meron po kami utilities na nag-roving every time ma'am. From time to time po, chine-check niya po yung production namin.
What about the scrap materials?
Scrap materials po, yung po mga disposable tsaka yung hindi disposable or yung pwede pong ibenta, naka-separate po siya.
Segregate.